Hey, did y'all like that? I like that. Okay, Mr. Maurice. Yes. So, how y'all doing? It is it the last day of March? No, because it'll be but it's the last Wednesday of March. Hope y'all having a great day, a great week so far. And if not, forget all that shit. Today's a new night. We gonna worry about all the other shit later. But of course, I'm trying to do my little phone thing here as usual. Give me 1 minute so y'all can take a minute. If that little share thing don't popped up on your live, or if you're watching it later, go ahead and hit share, like the shit, throw me a heart, thumbs up, let me know that you're there. Let me switch over to these comments to see. I'm gonna try to keep up today. I know Maurice does a great job in regards to like trying to show me, but I'm trying to multitask here. Um, I try. I'm spelling stuff wrong. Give me 1 minute. We got some things to talk about, some news I want to share with y'all. Um, tune in. I'm going to hit them with a smiley face. Okay. Share. All right, so that's all taken care of. Now I can get back to the business. This is episode number 18. Why am I speaking so loud? Can y'all hear me fine? I mean, I'm acting like I'm at a bar or something. I really have to project my voice, but again, we are here on location at my hair salon, Cutting Edge 54 Salon, Elk Grove Village. Look me up. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all need to get your hair hooked up. Easter is around the corner, April 17th, I think. So don't wait till the last minute because a bitch gets booked up. But away from all of that, ladies' night. Today it is ladies' night. I wish I had some drinks. I feel like I'm going through detox right now. I will get into those stories later of why I feel like I'm going through detox, because there is no sipping. It's gonna be tripping. I'm gonna sipping on water. Only because I got my tooth pulled on Monday, my wisdom tooth. It had a cavity on the side, so they had to pull it out. Which I was kind of weird that I know I will be talking about that in a minute. Do y'all see this? Look. Hold on. Y'all see that? I ain't gonna know how to act with this thing on my shoulder, let me tell you, but I'm gonna get into that in 2 seconds. But yeah, I got my tooth pulled on Monday. Thank God they were able to like just extract it. It's one of my wisdom teeth. And I know, like, I'm in my 40s and people are like, you still have those? Like, are you supposed to take them out earlier? I had no clue. Like, no clue. You're supposed to take them out. Somebody told me you're supposed to take them out in your like 20s. I've just been slowly, progressively taking them out as I go. So that was actually my last one. So that's gone. It had a cavity on the side that apparently, like, the skin, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get into details. But I actually told the dentist, I was just like, yo, can I take it? Like, since it was like one big old tooth. And no, I did not put it under my freaking pillow, which maybe I should have. You never know. Maybe I'll get a bottle. But I just wanted to show my kids, almost kind of like to scare them. Like, look, this is what happens if you don't brush your teeth. But of course, my little big ass son of mine wanted to be like, oh, so you don't brush your teeth? Or so he said something smart. And so I couldn't use that wordage. But I just wanted to show them, like, look, this looks fucked up. I did not post that picture. And my mom was probably like, you post everything else. How come you didn't post that picture? No. But St. Patty's Day. So St. Patty's Day was actually the day after the last episode. Oh, that damn last episode. So, all right. So St. Patty's Day, this was the first year that I actually didn't do anything. I actually worked at the bar, which I thought I was going to be like hella busy at the bar, but it wasn't. I actually think I got out at like 11:30 that night. It wasn't busy. I don't know if the bars in Chicago were busy, but the one out here, it was pretty dead. I didn't really do anything. Just made a little bit of money. But speaking of the last episode, so if y'all watched the last episode, y'all know my stories in regards to these damn animals in my house. So if you caught what I posted earlier, Again, we had like, I don't know, these animals are just like removing our planes from the side of our chimney stack. I don't know. But thank God, thank you to my Juju, who and my brother, who came over, but it was mostly Juju because he had the tools, who came over and fixed it and drilled it back in and put it together. So hopefully these animals will stay out of my house. Juju is that dude. That is my tech guy. That is my carpenter. Juju is the man with the plan. You feel me? Like he know everything and anything. And if not, he will figure it out or he'll find somebody. Juju's that man that you need to know because like he can get you anything and everything. Like what you need? All right, hold on. And then he get on his phone and if he can't get it for you, you're gonna find somebody that can get it for you, you know. But that's my guy. Stay away. But and speaking of Juju, he actually, so if y'all been following a little bit, his she's gonna kill me, but his baby mama, it's an inside joke. But his girl is actually pregnant, Yesenia, who actually works here at Cutting Edge 54 Salon. You can find her on Facebook. Do you go by? I think she goes by her regular name, Yesenia Mexicano, or Divina Beauty by Divina. I've been posting it on the Cutting Edge page. She does facials, customized facials, waxing from the rooter to the tutor, from the top of your head to the bottom of your toes, baby. She did my lashes perm. She permed my lashes. So y'all need to like get at her. She will hook you up. But we actually had their we had a dual party because you know we Mexican. So like we like to like celebrate everything and anything and just any reason to celebrate and drink. So on the 19th, the previous weekend, we had the gender reveal plus a happy birthday to my other nephew, who is the owner of Excel Barber Studio, 1203 Maple Lane, Lisle, Illinois. Hello. But you can find them on Instagram and Facebook too, Excel Barber Studio. But it was his birthday, so happy birthday, Xavier. So we did slash gender reveal slash happy birthday party. And it turned out to be a boy, which I wanted it to be a boy. I mean, I don't have nothing against girls. I think, hello, I'm a girl. I think girls are great. But I think for your first baby, I think, yes, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why Mr. Prophet is the best. I just think that you should have a boy. I mean, they don't have, she had a girl already, but anyways, I'm gonna put a business out there. But like there's a girl already in that family, so now it's ready to have another boy. They want to have another baby or whatever, then that can be a girl. I don't care after that. But I wanted my nephew to have a boy first, and he had a boy. And Mr. Joseph, I'm still remembering because like I was trying to record, and then I was holding my son, and then Joe comes and like basically tramples over my kid to go hug Juju before like his girl was even able to hug. I'm like, I know he excited, but damn, can he hug his girl first, boy? But it was a great party. Of course, I was late because I know somebody gonna bring that up. I was technically not late. I just was running behind. So I don't consider that me being late. I was just running behind. This party started at 5. I got out of work at 5. And then, we got there at 7. And they kept calling me, like, where you at? Where you at? I'm like, like, what? I didn't know that they were trying to do this reveal thing. And then, because people had to go, I did not know that. Maybe y'all should have put that in the text message. But it's okay. It's okay. But it was great. I was happy that I mean, even my mama was taking shots, so I'm thinking that she was happy about that too. But what else has been going on? Oh, wrestling. Ain't no more. I am going to finally wrap up wrestling. My oldest one's done. And my little one, the only thing I have left to deal with wrestling in that department is we have the end of the year party. And I believe that's this weekend. And after that, I ain't got nothing else to do with nothing else about wrestling. Thank you, Jesus. But we are in full swing of baseball. Not that we have been able to play a lot of games because of the weather. I mean, this weather's been so shitty. I mean, it's always raining in April, right? I think, but it ain't even April, right? It ain't even April yet. But they already did. Actually, my oldest one but he was able to play at least 2 games so far. Um, he was the starting pitcher of the very first game of the season, which surprised me because my son ain't never been no pitcher in this whole baseball previous games and stuff. But I'm happy about that. I mean, like whatever makes him happy, I'm happy. I'm cool with it. He's been doing great so far. So it's all good. Um the little one, he is signed up for it, but we haven't started no games yet. Oh shit, did I even sign him up yet? I gotta look. I don't remember. Yes. I don't mind the rain when I'm working because I'm inside. When I'm not working, I don't want it to rain because it gives you like, if it rains, I just want to be at home spooning somebody. I don't know. I like to be the big spoon, spooning somebody and watching TV. That's it. That's all I want to do. But no, people gotta work. People gotta be outside. People gotta do all of that stuff. Um, but yeah, hopefully, I know. But they say April showers bring May flowers, so it's like I got a whole nother month of this shit. It's not even April yet. But speaking of May flowers, right? Did y'all see this? So I don't know if y'all remember what was there because this is actually a cover up tattoo. Do y'all remember? I don't know if it's gonna show. Um, I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up real quick to show. I don't know. I don't know if anybody was really paying attention to what it was supposed to look like before. I'm gonna see. I don't know if y'all can see that. It looks kind of. See, I think that's better. There. So it had 3 words on there. That was supposed to say "live, laugh, and love." So back in my 20s, I want to say, um, shit happens when you're on the west side of Chicago, and that happened. I'm just glad that it didn't get no diseases and it didn't get infected. It was hella fucked up, and I always told myself that if I was to get some more tattoos, which I've been bitten and I want some more, that would be the first thing to go. So I don't know, somebody that's on my Snapchat, I believe, ended up getting a tattoo from this gentleman. His name is, he goes by Skills, Leon, and apparently they got a tattoo from them. I think that's how we became friends on Snapchat. I don't know, but I know back in December is when I was thinking about getting this covered up, and with some, because I have this. This is old. This was an old. I mean, he kind of redid it, but this was like my very first tattoo that I ever got back when I was like 18 or something. And then I just told him, like, I just kind of wanted like some flowers to play off of that, so he kind of redid it. I mean, it's not complete. It's finished for the most part. And when I tell y'all, look, he freehanded that. Like, he did a little stencil, but all of that is like freehanded. He didn't, no stencil. I'm sorry. He didn't use a stencil. He kind of just freehanded what he wanted to cover. We're still gonna do a little thing because it's been like, I don't know, 10, 15 years since the last time I got a tattoo, and I'm usually intoxicated or under some type of drugs. I was not. And I actually did it this past Saturday. I was not. And then when I was in the discussion with him about like how long, it was like I, I did a 5-hour session with this man. Um, and ouch, like, yes, his name is, you can actually, I went to Ink Therapy Lodge. They're at 921 North Harlem Avenue in, I don't know if that's Elmwood Park or Chicago. It's right off of Harlem, like Armitage and North Avenue. It's called Ink Therapy Lodge. I think that's inktherapylodge.com. The gentleman that, I mean, they have other tattoo artists who were very nice. And they actually did some work, so I was being nosy. But they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. You can go to their website. His name is Skills. He did an awesome job. He's a cool guy, mad decent, mad cool. We got to talking. We're gonna do some other projects together. I am gonna get more tattoos, and then there's some little details that he wants to do that I just couldn't take it no more. I couldn't. I was sober. I don't care how many cigarettes I smoked. My butt felt flat because I was sitting in the chair so damn long. But I'm gonna go back. There's gonna be more tattoos coming. I got like one on my foot, on my arms. I mean, it's just the start. But I got bit and I'm ready. But that was the first thing I wanted to do. But do you see how pretty that is? Do you understand? And then if you look at me with a tan, you see me with a tan in the summertime. Then I'm gonna have my hair curly. I'm gonna have a little off the shoulder dress or a dress or whatever. Do you understand? I will be. Oh, y'all can't tell me shit. Y'all can't tell me shit now. And then with this, I don't have that ugly 3-letter. Do you understand that? Like, I used to, like, okay, so this shirt wasn't just made for this tonight or whatever, because I ain't trying to put nothing on it, right? So I wore like a white socks off the shoulder, because I do wear off the shoulder stuff. I like to show off my shoulder. So I went to the bar yesterday to go work, right? And that was I know it's a little glistened because I got the little stuff on there, but everybody was just like, oh my God, that's such a beautiful tattoo. I'm like, ain't nobody say that shit when the words was over them. And even today, I come to work, they're like, I went to go grab some soup because I guess I can't really eat real food because I got this stuff in my no tooth. And they're like, oh my God, older ladies, not just young people, older ladies, like 50s, 60s, 70s, talking about, and they don't like tattoos. They were talking about, oh, that's a really beautiful tattoo. Here. So I'm just saying, don't say nothing to me when you see me out this summer swinging my shit, just so you can. I'm gonna be swinging my shoulder. I'm a whole mess. But yeah, look him up. He actually is having a re-grand opening because they were in Oak Park and then they moved to Elmwood Park or Chicago, whatever that is right there. I think it's like one side of the street is one thing, the other side of the street is the other. But they're having a re-grand opening this Saturday, from like 6 to midnight. I think he's gonna have like a comedian. There's gonna be some artists doing his thing, food, all of that stuff. You can meet the artists, get a vibe for them. But he's really cool. He does a lot of his work freehand. So I mean, and what won me over is I was looking through his work and I seen a portrait of a little girl that he tattooed on somebody, and it was like exactly the picture. Like it wasn't, because sometimes you see the portraits and like their face be looking like half their face look like they had a stroke, and then the nose be like bigger than the whole face, or it be looking all awkward. No, this shit was like exactly the picture. So that was the reason I chose him to go there. I mean, but there's other artists there that you can choose from or whatever. But that's my dude for now. That's where I'm gonna be going to get my other tattoos. So you wait. But we're gonna go ahead and bring on, since it's ladies' night, it's actually like B-side ladies' night. You feel me? I'm gonna bring on my first guest because I'm actually gonna have 2 groups of ladies that are coming on. But the first one is gonna be Miss Dior, who has a show called Delish Dior, which is a cooking show that's part of B-side Studios. So we can go ahead and bring on Miss Dior. Maybe
this episode of Delish Dior is sponsored by Tranquil.
Is that what we're doing?
We're going to go out and go enjoy the city because Chicago is back open. This will outside. So, happy Father's Day to both of you gentlemen.
Thank you, young lady. Thank you.
I'm going to place you guys to meet. You guys tell me about CJ.
That was their Father's Day special that they had.
Man, it's busting. We just.
That's my alcohol, CJ.
The second episode.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
I saw that, y'all.
I mean, last week sometime. Yeah.
How you doing?
Hi, Jess.
We caught a little glimpse of the last episode that you guys had for the Father's Day edition.
Little throwback to season 1. Little throwback.
Right. That I was kind of mad at because I'm like, I want to eat. Why can't I go on that show?
I'm so mad that you were not there for that episode, but you did come on for another episode.
I did. So Miss Dior is actually coming up this Saturday, right? Is your new season 2.
Season 2.
We made it to season 2 of Delish Dior, and you're actually going to go live. So that's a little different from season 1.
Yes, this season I'm doing a different format. Wanted to do a little more hands-on approach, get in touch with my audience if they have any questions while in the process of cooking, because I know a lot of people want to know how much should I season, or how much should I not season, or how long should I cook it. So just doing a different format this season.
Hey, I always say try something. If it don't work, you can always go back. And if it do work, keep on that train. So you're going to so I think I'm gonna come out this season.
Yes. Our episode was lit. We had a really fun time.
That's probably what gave me the cavity. No, just playing.
It probably was me because I put extra caramel in
there.
Such
a sweet tooth. It's my fault.
Oh my god! And then I just heard you say you had your wisdom tooth pulled. I'm sorry.
I know. I swear. Like I feel like I'm in. I'm not drinking.
Okay.
I could drink.
But you don't really do it.
I start thinking like alcohol thins out your blood, and there's like a blood clot in that hole, and then I don't want to thin it out, and I start thinking I'm like I don't want to be in no pain because I want some drinking to do this weekend. So I'm like, you know how they say you reserved a little so you can just drink in the mass later.
More. Yep, that's right. That's right.
I'm trying to be adult. I'm trying to do adult things here. It ain't often. It's not often.
Look, and I commend you for that. Look, it's the little things that count. I commend you.
I try to think of the bigger picture, so I won't drink today, so I can drink
weekend,
on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay? This weekend is lit, okay? Look. What?
Yeah. So you have this whole slow cooker idea, and how did that come about?
So I am a mom of 2. I rarely have time to cook because I'm on set like 12 hours out the day. And I'm sure other moms are the same way. Like you just say, like you're at the salon probably 10 hours out the day. So when your kids come home, like they're hungry, they want something to eat, you can do this before you go to work, and the kids can come home and they can feed themselves. And when you come home,
good mom, you worried about your kids. I'd be like, I'm hungry.
But see, and then it benefits you too, because when you come home, you can get you a nice bottle of wine or tequila to pair with your food and enjoy your dish. And like you did that, mom, you did that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
wine, but
no.
But you do. So I remember when I was on the show that you like to do pairings. So it's not just you're cooking your thing. You do like the whole little setup. Like this is gonna be good with this.
So this season, yes, Teresa, girl, the recipes are very easy. They're like dump and go. Just dump and go. You can use them for date night. You can use them for Mm-hmm.
She made dessert.
Yes, I made a dessert.
Cooking. She made dessert also, people. Like
yes, I made a dessert in a slow cooker. And like Jess said, so we paired it with this wine. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it went great with the dish. So yeah, that's kind of like my shtick. I kind of make slow cooker meals for adults. So yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to be looking.
No, it's all good, girl. I know. I'm
at the hair salon. I'm at the hair salon. Somebody come. They did this the last time I was in. Somebody came knocking on the door. I'm looking like I ain't expecting nobody. Who? Don't get shot.
No. So Teresa, this Saturday, be sure to tune in. This Saturday, it's a live show. We will be making Cajun chicken sausage pasta.
What?
Yes, and we're gonna be,
and
then we're gonna pair it with a nice wine. So yeah, tune in Saturday. You can go watch the show, go grab the stuff from the grocery store, throw it in the pot, and it'll be ready for you Sunday.
That night, yes. And then who wants to cook on a Sunday?
Nobody, girl. Nobody.
That'd be like the best. Like I just took out some stuff, and my OG was like, "What are you gonna do?" I took it out to defrost the meat. So what are you gonna do with it? I'm like, I don't know, throw it in the stove and do something with it because I ain't.
I'm not gonna cook it.
And that'll be good for Thursday and Friday.
That part. Look, we can eat off that 2 days in a row.
Because like we be busy, and I be trying to like, because how much street food can you eat? Like that it don't get old.
Girl, you get tired of McDonald's. You get tired of I agree. I do.
So,
I agree. You can only eat so much, and then it's not good for you anyway. Like
I'm trying to be on my healthy girl shit. You feel me?
Right. 2022 is all about get the glow.
Right.
Slim it down, trim it down. I'm
trying to slim down I'm not really trying to slim down too much because I do like to, but I'm trying to slim down this body and make my pockets fat. You feel me?
That part, that part. Fat pockets, fat. You know.
Oh my God, WrestleMania. Are you kidding me, Teresa?
No, she's serious. I know people that are serious.
I know, because I remember her commenting on the 30-minute WWE conversation I had on my last episode. And I'm like, are we really sitting here talking about WWE for the last 20 minutes? I don't know, like.
Well, Teresa, you will not have to miss your WrestleMania. We will be on live in the afternoon.
It'll be noon this Saturday. And if you do miss it, you know what? You can also go to the B-Side YouTube channel
and
catch all the episodes from season 1 of Delish Dior, Sippin and Trippin also. And, you can even probably catch that the same if they didn't catch it live.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I do want to ask, like, since it is it International Women's Month or just Women's Month? I don't know, but it's Women's Month and we come into the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, what one woman in your life helped you get to, like, inspired you, whether it's your mom or like a teacher or...
Oh my God, that is a good question. And I got it. Only one person, Jess. That's not fair, yo.
People, I'm like, one gotta. I mean, you might don't want to hear nobody singing. I understand.
That's not fair, yo. Okay, so
I don't want you to go to your grandma's house and have her go with you. I'd be like, look, I had nothing to do with it. But where's the cooking? Because if she can cook like that, I know you can cook too.
So of course the women in my family, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just broad spectrum, but I would say over the past maybe 5 years, it would have to be Marlene Barrett. She plays Nurse Maggie on Chicago Med, which is the show that I'm on.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. Tell the people.
Catch me Wednesday nights, Chicago Med, NBC 8/7 Central. Catch me there. But yeah, so it would be Marlene Barrett. Her spirit is just so warm and inviting. And she's definitely taken me under her wing and just showed me that it's a different side to the business than what other people think. Like, people think that the business is so shady. It's so like, everybody's just out to get you. And truth be told, there are some really good people in the business who will like take you under their wing and like just love on you and just pour into you. So I'm extremely grateful for her. So yeah,
they always say there's reasons and seasons. You know what I'm saying? So there was a reason that she was put into your life at the time that she was put into your life, and I'm happy for that.
Yes, me too. So yeah.
On another show though. I'm gonna send you a video of the shit that I concocted. I don't
please.
I have no idea what to even like do with it yet. I have no
the summer is coming. It's time to work. It's time to work. Summer's coming.
I never, the only reason I really started getting into slow cooking was because of being a busy mom and me and my boys and they sports got me. And then like, luckily I do have my mother at the house.
Okay.
So I can like leave here and be like, I hope she cooks something because I really don't want to do nothing. I'm sitting there with my fingers crossed. Or for the most part, because she is retired now,
she will.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
put something
Mm-hmm.
together or
And that's
start it.
relaxing
And I'll
for
be like,
her,
oh, I gotta
probably.
finish it. So no worries.
That's what I was like. This is probably relaxing for mom. She's probably like, y'all cook y'all something to eat. Come on, look.
Not my mom. My mom don't like chicken. No. My mom does not. I mean, that's the sweetest lady, and she cooks out of necessity, not out of. I cook because I enjoy it. If I didn't have all this other shit to do,
You would cook more.
I would cook more. Yeah, if I had more time, I'd cook more. But you know, we got shit to do. We got lives to live, honey.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I got other stuff to drink other than water.
But I'm with you. I'm detoxing too. I'm with you. But
I can't smoke nothing. I'm a SOBER right now with an exclamation, okay? So I need to talk to these next ladies so they can get my mind together.
oh yeah, help you like detox your mind, find
I'm gonna take
serenity for the next. It's only a couple days. What is it? Tomorrow and Friday.
I know, and this is only 2 days, so like
you
look,
almost
if I have an attitude with anybody tomorrow, you understand why. Okay, it's not my
please
time
excuse her attitude. Please excuse her attitude.
Please, but thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Jess. Thank you so much. Like you said, noon. Yep. See, Maurice with it.
You're always on top of it. I was about to say this Saturday noon. Well, yeah, tag your people, please. Thank you very much. So this Saturday at noon, she'll be live, and again, you guys can go on to YouTube, Eastside Studios YouTube, and catch season 1, so you can get the feel of the thing, and then watch it live and be like, "Oh, look at this bitch." Okay.
Come hang out with me. I am a fun time. We have fun.
Yes, we do.
We have fun.
Yes, we do. B-side all day. Whoop, whoop.
But follow me, IG Delish Dior, Facebook Delish Dior, IG Krissi Dior. See you guys Saturday. Thank you so much again, Jess, for having me.
Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for having me.
I was about to say you gotta come through again for season 2.
If you ever need me live, I'm available.
Live, Maurice. I know you somewhere in the comments, Maurice. Season 2 just needs to come on live. Live. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Live. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I got y'all. Don't worry.
I love you, Mama.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I love you too. Ooh, man, look, when I was on that show or the recording for that show, I'm telling you, I never even thought about making no dessert. Like, Kat, I seen you out here earlier from Northside Cookies. She made a dessert in her crock pot. I ain't never seen that before. Shit was good. I actually had 2 plates, but don't tell nobody. But I was gonna bring on, talk about my mental state because of my soberness right now. Like, this is the soberest Jessica. I mean, it ain't. I don't think it's that much different from the. I don't think I'm in. Well, I don't know. I have been, so I can't even say that. But like the drinking, Jessica, I think it's the same thing. I don't know. I might be a little bit more like. I don't know. Is there a difference? Do y'all see? Like, I see some people that might have seen my last show or a few of my shows. I don't think there's really no difference between me being drunk and me being sober. Which I don't know if that's a fucking good thing or is that a fucking bad thing. But speaking of mental health, I am going to bring on Miss Angel and Krissi, who is also part of the B-Side team, who are dropping their new podcast tomorrow. Is it Mentali-Tea? I can never say this freaking name. Mentali-Tea Podcast that's coming on tomorrow with Miss Angel and Krissi. So they should be on too. There's Miss Angel. And then Miss Krissi Johnston, the other half of Bosom Cousins. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Krissi.
Hey, Jess. That's my girl right there. They're both my girls right there.
So you guys are dropping tomorrow. You guys excited? Nervous?
Dropping tomorrow. Oh, definitely excited. Can't wait to see how this.
So it's Mentali-Tea.
Mentali-Tea.
So I got it right the first time. I kept calling it the other stuff, and Krissi kept correcting me. I'm like, right.
Hey, Melissa. That's my girl too. I love her.
Yeah.
And I finally got to meet her in person. And Martha. And oh man, we're so excited.
Yes, I'm excited for you guys. So how did this project come about?
Well, so Angel is like certified in all things mental health. Like she's everything. She knows it all. She really does. I
Oh
swear.
yeah, she has. She's a guru. When let me say that Maurice sent me, I was like, I can't say that. That's the whole show. If I say all this, oh my God! I mean,
like it just goes. The list goes on and on.
Prevention, grief.
Let's just say I do a lot.
This
it does a lot.
I do a lot.
Over 100 certifications. I'm like, I can't. We can't. That's the whole show, woman.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. I applaud you for that.
So just to back it up a little, during the pandemic, Angel and I got really, really close. I mean, she is an extension of our family. I mean that wholeheartedly. Like she comes out, she watches Mike, she has become our family. And her and I got very, very close to where we literally were talking every night on Facebook Messenger. And if I say that our conversations were at minimum 3 hours long every night. That's a minimum. That's being
not
easy.
Every night.
Okay, pretty damn close.
Every other night.
Well, like yeah, right. But my kids would, if our conversations were less than that, my daughter would be like, "Why are you still not talking to Angels? Like, what's wrong with you? Why'd you cut it short?" But they always said, "You know what? Oh my gosh, you and Angel would be perfect doing a podcast together, and just." Because you're on like 4 hours already, just do it. And so we were kind of really there for each other through the pandemic. And, you don't really realize, I mean, obviously everyone was going through a lot mentally through quarantine and everything like that. And just, having each other, it was really comforting. And mental health is definitely, obviously very important to Angel. It is something that I'm very passionate about. And so I approached Maurice at the end of 2021. And I said, so what you think? Because Angel and I had talked about it. I'm like, you know what, we should really think about it. So I went to him, I'm like, so here's the thing. And I didn't have a PowerPoint presentation. I should have, but I don't think I needed it. And I plugged it. And
Mr. King Prophet already he probably had your logo in like 5 minutes.
Well, I plugged it, and the one thing that was really important for me, because I do work with high school youth at my church, and our youth, they're really struggling with their mental health. They may not show it, but they really, really are. And so I've been able to create a safe space for them. And so they open up to me, and they really don't have an adult they can go to that they can trust, outside of that. So I got to think, if my group of 4 is feeling that way, I got to imagine it's really out there. And so one of the I don't want to say selling points to Maurice, but this is a podcast that's for everybody. It's not just for the grown and sexy. It's for everybody. And he was on board. And I'm like, okay, I just got to make sure Angel's totally on board. Like, I'm making these plans. Like,
so what was that conversation?
Right, and I'm like, you want me to do what?
I'm like, so what you doing in 2022?
Don't get your certifications to work.
A whole nother thing.
Yeah,
and
so
Krissy's,
guess what we're doing?
She's working with high school youth, and I'm working with grade school. Right before the pandemic, I started working with Chicago Boys and Girls Club. And I came in as an independent contractor teaching social emotional learning. When the school year started, they brought me in to continue to do that. Somehow I ended up with a whole classroom of kids. And 2 months later, the world went on lockdown. So we were virtual for about a year and a half, and just trying to navigate teaching and performing arts and how to make things creative and interesting for these kids that are stuck at home and not socializing, and really dealing with the weight of everything that's going on with the pandemic, and being at home, and being inner city youth, and being very urban areas. It was a lot. So Crissy, she kind of brought me out of my antisocial personality. Because if you know me, you know my hashtag is no new friends, none. I got these 10. I'm gonna ride with these 10. I trust these 10. I don't want no new people. But she was one of the new people. They would not budge. So she kind of opened me up to a whole nother aspect of friendship and what that looks like, especially with it being different ethnicities, and it was just a lot of
It's harder to
conversation.
make friends when you get a little older.
And I don't. And that's how I respond to it. I don't.
Yeah.
But the pandemic has showed us, a lot of things about ourselves, and just having that time to reflect. Because I love being at home, just me by myself. That's it. And Crissy is like one of 3 people that could call me on video without a warning.
It's true.
And it's like you gonna
She
get
said
whatever,
without a warning,
you
like,
get
no,
whatever's
you gotta text me first.
you're gonna get whatever's happening on this side.
And she
screen.
means it. And she means it. Because let me tell you, no.
Well, that gotta be your piece, Like drinking is my piece. I found that during the quarantine and all of that. That was not like I need the drink, but it made it easier.
I think that was for a lot of people. I think actually Mary Poppins that I just wrapped, our Mary Poppins, she had said that she had not had a drink for like years. And then when the pandemic happened and she was stuck at home, because she's a teacher as well, and she's like, okay.
That's kind of how this show started, though, because the whole Sippin and Trippin. When I met CJ, and like we couldn't go nowhere because it was quarantined. Everybody was quarantined, so we just sat around on the front porch and just drank and kicked it like we was back in our teens and early 20s, like we used to do back in the day. And that's kind of how this show came about.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of turned to some new methods of keeping ourselves entertained. Because I'm a very occasional drinker, but come lockdown, I was making buffet breakfast in the kitchen, and I needed mimosas to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
and it's like,
I want to go during quarantine though, and like to stay away because it's not only drinking. I'm not promoting drinking, but like just to stay away because like I had both of my kids because we had to shut down the hair salon, so I couldn't even work. So I'm not used to, like, you like to stay home. I'm not used to that. I'm like, oh, what is this? By the 4th day, I was on my mama's couch. Like, what does depression feel like? She's like, get your ass, woman. It's like 4 days, and I'm in the house like a crazy lady because I'm not used to being at home. Do you understand that? Like, me and my kids were forever going on walks. My son had my little one. He was 5 at the time. He had a little. He couldn't ride his bike yet. He had. He learned how to ride his bike during quarantine. But he had a balancing
tricycle.
He had a balancing bike, so it's just like a regular bike, but just with no pedals. But do you understand that? Like, we probably irritated so many people because we would go on these walks, and he would go up the driveway, and everybody has a ring now, or like the little. So he would go up there. It would probably go off, and then you would just see this little kid like flying down their driveway. But that's all we did. Like, if you lived around my house, sorry. Because that's all they seen on the ring. And my oldest one, we played baseball. Like, we were always outside.
Yeah.
Doing something.
So you got to have that extra family time with them that you wouldn't have had otherwise because you were always so big. So when the pandemic first happened, like, I tried to look at the positive of it as God just putting a reset on everybody because we're always on the go, 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 go. This was kind of his way to say, okay, y'all, we're going to put the pump the brakes a little. Let's pause. Let's get to just breathe a minute and just be with people that we don't get to be with all the time, you know? And, and that's how it helped. That's one of the ways it helped me get through going through looking at more of a positive lens. But then when it kept going on, and I was like, okay, when's it going to stop? I'm like, we've got, it's been a good pause, God. The summer, it's been great. But can we get back to business?
Oh yeah, no, I went and got another job. I couldn't stay at home. By the 6th day, I was like, my mom was like, oh my God, if you don't walk outside and just go sit. She wanted me to just feed the birds. I said, I'll do that.
And for me, I love the pause, and I'm still enjoying, as much as I can. I was always on the go. Every weekend was an event, a storytelling show, something I was producing, runway, photo shoot. It was always something. So by day 4, while you were laying on the couch, I was in here doing yoga. I had a whole bedtime routine set up with the aromatherapy and the
Nice.
diffuser, and I was baking everything. Cooking something new every
You
month.
want to talk about a live cooking show? I had a live cooking show every night that I spoke to her on Facebook. We were in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen on her laptop in the kitchen. I don't think I ever really saw her living room. I was just in the kitchen for the majority of it. I'm like, what? I'm like, what we cooking tonight? What's going in the oven today?
But you know what? I'm happy that you were able to have that connection, because there's always a reason to a purpose, and I feel like that reason created this purpose. You feel me? So I'm glad that this is coming, because I think it'll help so many people. I think sometimes it's an understanding that some people don't know where they're at in their life, and this will actually give them an understanding to that.
Yeah. And I do like the fact that over the years, mental health is becoming less stigmatized, becoming more destigmatized. We still have a long ways to go, but I don't think people realize how important it is, and the fact that we're able to do this and
it's very because before nobody shared their feelings. It was just suck it up and just keep it moving or whatever. And I think I've learned that, especially dealing with boys who are a little bit more sensitive than I am. So I actually had to take as a mom or whatever, we're still learning as adults. There's no book to show like, this is how you parent. This is the right way, because everybody's different. So the way I treat my older son is completely different than the way I treat my little son. But I actually so everybody comes into your life for a reason. So I was dating this one dude who actually helped me understand my older son's sensitivity level. So after that conversation, it actually made my relationship with my older son better, because now I know how to approach it versus the way I would normally be on my rah, mother, do your shit. I had to be like, get my zen going on here.
Yeah.
And then instead of talking over him, I set my ass down so that he didn't feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? So those are steps that I think that, it's still a learning process. I am never, my ego is never too big to be like, yeah, I did that shit wrong. Let me redo this. Because I tell my son all the time, you're going to need therapy when you get older. I don't know how much therapy, but with this kind of mama, you're going to need some type of therapy.
And you know what? The reality is we all need therapy. We all need some type of coping mechanisms. We all need counseling. We all need to sit and reflect and need that pause so that we can hit refresh, and come back to our senses. We've been living one way, and the world kind of pulls you into living it, a certain way, but that's not fruitful. It's not helpful, and it's not thriving. So this new show,
I like the fact that you're taking away the the stigma, because before I'd be like, oh, you seen a therapist, or like you were crazy if you seen a therapist. And it's no, it's healthy.
I'm seeing my therapist tomorrow, for crying out loud. I listen, I was on the phone with Angel and Maurice yesterday, and I'm like, y'all, I don't know where I'm at right now.
And what did I say? I said, what time? That's too close. That's too close to show.
4 o'clock will be fine. It's going to be on it'll be on telehealth. I will. I'll reset the reset. But
through this show, hopefully we'll be teaching other people how to hit that reset button.
Right.
And giving you resources, and just making sure it's not just you. Right. It's not just you, and you're not alone. And we're gonna sit and sip tea, and talk about some stuff.
Yes, we are. And just to your point, I really do feel, our young men need to be told that it's okay to feel, it's okay to cry, it's okay to show emotion, because
even just men in general,
right? But the thing is, they're taught at a young age that it's not okay, and that's where it starts. So with Nas and with them, just it's okay. It's okay to feel. I tell them all the time, I know you do that.
I'll sit down with them and be like, we're gonna sit in your feelings right now and talk through it. Because before I'd have been like, shut up, why are you crying? Are you a reason to cry? I mean, I still kind of use those words sometimes, but when you can tell the difference, when he's actually having I'm like, okay, like let's talk about it. Let's get through these feelings, because at the end of the day, I think as adults we have issues because people don't know. Like there was a certain stage where people were getting coddled. You can't deal with the world. And I feel like they don't know how to deal. Like I want my children to like go through anger, to go through loss, to feel all these emotions and learn how to navigate through them. Because I think sometimes you get lost in those and don't know how to find your way out. So I'm glad that you guys are coming out with this show. I think it's going to benefit a lot of people.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And our, we're kicking it off. March was actually Self-Injury Awareness Month. So that will be our topic, as well as a few other things. Don't want to give it all away, but that's going to be our main topic that we're going to talk about. So I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait. Tomorrow, 8:00, Mentali-Tea.
8:00 tomorrow is their kickoff. Woo woo.
And grab your tea, because we're going to have our tea and see what we got.
I'm gonna still be on water.
Okay. Iced tea is fine. Iced tea, hot tea, chai tea, whatever kind of tea. Long Island tea. Hey.
Hello. Now you get my attention, Angel.
I thought you might have heard that.
No, but thank you, ladies, for coming on. Please, everybody, tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. on Facebook and or YouTube, the B-Side Studios YouTube channel. But like their page, Mentali-Tea, here on Facebook, and then you'll see them go live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time, right?
Yep. Thanks for having us on, Jess.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Have a good night.
Woo, y'all. But yeah, mental health is a touchy subject for a lot of people. Everybody find their own, how would you say it, like center? I always call it your center. So, I goof around and say like, oh yeah, my alcohol and this and this and that. But in reality, I don't want to say it's my alcohol because I don't, as you can see, I don't need alcohol to be crazy. This is just natural. But it for me, it helps. And like, I'm a social drinker. So like, I won't sit here. I can't, I was going to say, I can't sit here and drink by myself, which I have, but I feel like you are here drinking with me. So it's not really me by myself. So if I'm not on here, no, I don't drink, just to let FYIs, but, it just helps me to relax and other stuff and whatever. But like everybody find your center. My spirituality is also part of my center. So whether it's playing with your dogs, playing with your children, exercising, I always just find a moment so that you can, like Angel said, hit that reset button. So again, like if it's having your morning coffee with a cigarette or no cigarette, or going to the gym. See, as I said, when I'm doing the show, even though I'm here at the salon by myself, I don't feel like I'm drinking by myself. So it's not really me drinking by myself, but but yeah, so whatever, if it's you taking a walk or you talking to your best friend for 3 hours, just whatever. I actually find that like I hang out with my girlfriend or my family, and to me, that's almost kind of like my reset. You know what I'm saying? Like I love doing that type of shit. So that's what I do. I don't do them hikes and all of that stuff. But if you want to join me on my Muddy Bash, whatever the crap, on May 28th, I think there's still time to sign up. Hello, got 2 months to get it together. I'm not only telling y'all, I'm kind of reminding myself that I got this shit that I signed up for already. So come on, y'all. I need somebody to help push this caboose across the finish line. Speaking of pushing, how are y'all dealing with these gas prices? I'm gonna start just even not even just for the car. I'm even talking about house. Like I'm gonna start hang drying all my clothes. Ain't nothing getting dry. You come over to my house, you're gonna what's them little old school things that you hang around so you can just hang everything. I don't even want to turn on my dryer. The furnace is going down to like, look, it's going down to 60. If you're cold, put some jackets on and put a blanket on. Like, my gas bill at my house has like doubled. I don't even want to tell y'all at the salon. I'm like, look, y'all, there's going to be one towel for everybody. I'm just playing. But no, I mean, luckily I drive a little car. I kind of feel bad for my brother and my nephew, not saying no names, that have these like big old drug dealer Tonka trucks and shit. Like, what does it take? Like $200 to fill your gas tank? Like, I'm driving my little Mazda. I mean, that, you know, that's in my head. That's how it be in the. But like, y'all can't fuck with me. Cause people be like, damn, you on the south side of Chicago, you on the west side of Chicago. I'll be everywhere. But you know what? Because it only take like $35 to fill that gas tank. Well, now it takes me $40. It used to be only like $26. Oh yeah, you got a big old Tonka truck too. No wonder. He's like, I ain't showing up to none of your shows no more. You ain't showing up to no more of my shows, Maurice, trying to save on that gas because he got a big old Tonka truck too. Lord, I'm telling you, we're gonna get to pushing or carpool or something. Cause Lord, I'm not gonna get political. People want to blame this and that, whatever. Like, it's bound to happen. And then with the gas pricing going up, that means transportation prices are going up, which means our food and clothing and everything else is gonna go up. Like, it's just a chain reaction to shit. No, it's not Biden's fault. No, it's not Trump's fault. Like, the shit was just gonna happen. I mean, look at all the shit that's happening with Russia and all of that shit. Like, that all factors into, it's all a chain reaction to other bullshit. But again, I'm not gonna go into none of that shit. Real quick, I mean, everybody's talking about this shit. So I mean, I feel like I kind of didn't want to talk about it. But then I'm just going to like go ahead and put my 2 cents on it. Will Smith and Chris Rock. I mean, I'm already like, it happened 2 days ago or some shit. Like, I'm already tired of this shit. Right, that face. But let me tell you, okay, I don't watch the Grammys or the Oscars or none of that shit because you know what? To me, them shows are for money shows are for people that got money. You know, from us little people making them money. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't watch them shows. But when I heard about this shit, I was highly disappointed in Will Smith. Only because, like, and I was in a situation, but I'm not going to get into that story. But, like, they say that you shouldn't allow somebody else's words to get you to that point. Like for me, if I'm going to say something to a man, and granted, those were 2 men, right? If I'm going to say something to a man, I'm a bad motherfucker. You feel me? But I'm not going to sit here. I'm not one of them girls that be like, I don't give a fuck if you're a dude or whatever. I'll beat your ass. No, that's not me, honey, because I don't want your fist hitting this face. No. So I don't give a fuck if he's short, tall, whatever. Like, a man is a man at the end of the day. And yes, I'm a strong bitch, but he's still got muscle mass that I don't have. But anyways, I don't try to challenge, but you know what I can hit you with is these words. You feel me? So I won't put my hands on you, but I will talk shit. So I would have respected Will Smith more if he would have just sat there and just been, keep my wife's name out your mouth, doing that type of shit, interrupt his whole little And the thing is, Chris Rock is a comedian. And if you followed Chris Rock, like, he says some off the wall shit. I mean, you know who I want to give it up to? I want to give it up to Chris Rock's fucking chin. That man was like, wow. And he stood there. He kept his composure. I couldn't do it. I'd have been like, bitch, we fighting. What? How do you let this grown-ass man come to you? Smack. Because at first I thought it was fake, but then I kept watching. I'm like, no, I think it's real. And he carried on with, when they say the show must go on, baby, the show must go on, I would have lost my shit. Let me do this little fucking show. And yes, I said little show. And let somebody walk up in this bitch. Y'all see the whole thing.
I got opinions.
Okay.
I got my thoughts on this. Are you ready? It
I'm
might
ready.
be an unpopular opinion, but this all is going to go hand in hand with what our show is about tomorrow. I think, for me personally, I feel that everyone, instead of taking sides, needs to look at the bigger picture. What I saw, me, and I think what if we looked at the bigger picture, what we all would have seen on that stage was a broken man. Okay.
Who, Will Smith?
Yes, because here's where I'm going with this. Jada is a little puppet master, and she's been a puppet master to him for a while. And I feel like their marriage is hanging on by the teeniest, tiniest thread. And I feel that he was Nope, let me finish. I feel that he is reached his breaking point, because if we look at that video, he was laughing. Will Smith is a comedian, okay? That hit, slap, whatever was not about Chris Rock. He sat there, he laughed. Soon as he turned and Jada gave him a look, oh, well, now I got to prove something to my wife, because if I don't, more shit's going to happen. So, you know what? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then everyone wants to be like, oh, he did blah, blah, blah. No, look at the bigger picture. The man he's broken. And then when he gave his speech and cried, like, he is a broken man. Because let's be honest. Let's be honest though. The Will Smith, listen, the Will Smith that we grew up with, the Will Smith that we know, he wouldn't have reacted that way. He would not have done that. I think it's just at this point, it's just built up so much inside him. And he felt that he had to prove something to his wife, because again, she's like, got the strings going. And then it ended up making him look like a fool to everybody else around him.
I only think that apology came because the publicist came up and said, yo, you fucked up there, buddy.
Well, of course.
Of
course. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have apologized. Absolutely he should have apologized, because he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at it, the bigger picture, the reason behind that, because I don't have an opinion as far as that goes, because I stopped listening when it comes to Jada and Will. I don't like their open relationship. They're no relationship. He cheated, she cheated. They didn't cheat, he didn't cheat. Like, it's just I can't keep up. You feel me? And I just feel like maybe it was her saying, hey, do some shit. But at the same time, she speaks all this red table talk or whatever on her show. And it's just like, at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't even put your man, if you respected him, in that type of position. Exactly.
To another man.
Exactly.
I wish Chris Rock would have been like, G, blah, blah, blah. I wish they would have fucking just fought.
I mean, the thing of it is, I think Chris Rock was just as shocked, like, whoa, like, what the hell just happened? I mean, all of us were shocked. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Texting Maurice, like, I was like, what the hell just happened? Like,
I didn't, you know what I mean? Again, I wasn't watching it.
Oh no, Maurice and I watch it together over text messaging.
Should we bring Maurice on?
That's our night, man. That is our night. That's our night, man. That is our night. We are on, like, but that's the thing. No. Like, she did not respect him. She's like, oh, I just need to give him a look and he's going to do what he's going to do, because he's got to save face for me, because it's about me. You know, when they first got together, I thought they were going to be this power couple, right? Because they were like all of it. And then as the years went on, I felt that I saw more love coming from Will's side, and Jada's kind of fading a bit. And then this whole entanglement shit happened, or whatever it was.
I don't,
you know what I mean? Like, that's my opinion.
Got their ass weak. And, you know, and I mean, they showed videos of like Nipsey Hussle smacking the shit out of Chris Rock before for saying some shit on his people too. So that's why I was like, out of anything, it's not even I'm giving props to Chris Rock. I'm giving props to Chris Rock's fucking chin, because that motherfucker done took a few slaps in his day and he was still standing like, look, that's what I said.
I said, I don't feel that it had anything to do with Chris Rock. I really don't. I think Chris Rock just happened to be right, unfortunately, on the other end of it. Like,
don't make me go Smith you right now.
Yeah, but like, in my opinion, and whether it's a popular opinion or not, I think Will needs to reevaluate his marriage and really think about, hey, is this worth it? I think their
marriage has been reevaluated many.
And I think it's time for him to finally.
He needs to reevaluate his. He needs to evaluate his center, is what I say. Like, because whatever that is, and what I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Like marriage, relationship, open shit, like whatever it is. They just need to figure it out. He needs to keep his actions and his hands to his motherfucking self.
I mean, I think it's time for them to go their separate ways. I really do. I think they need to. They need to go their separate ways. He needs to then be able to spend time on himself, preparing himself, getting back to the person that he is on the inside, because this is not it. This is not who he is.
Because I mean, both of them have had many shows of, like, Will Smith had his own show about him doing his own thing and finding himself and, whatever, away from Jada. And it's just like, you guys are always away from each other doing the shit.
Right.
They're never together doing the shit.
Exactly. And it's like, your kids are grown. Your kids are grown. And that should never be a reason to stay in a relationship that you're unhappy with anyway. Should never stay because of kids. But at this point, the kids are grown. So there's no reason.
I don't, like, again, words. And it wasn't even a bad joke. I'm sorry. Like, the shit was funny. I thought it was funny.
It was. Will was laughing. Will was laughing.
And it was alopecia. Like, I deal with that shit every day on these older ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't want to take it away because it does hurt some ladies. Okay, fine. But it wasn't like she was dying of cancer at the moment or some shit and you made a fucking bad joke.
Well, you know what? That's something that they need to think about.
Okay, so now it's like, is a bag, you can put that on your show, is a bag more important than your own mental health? You feel me? Like, which one? Because they always say, like, the root to all evil, but money is the root to all evil. And I said this didn't I say this to Ruben? Like, the root to all evil is money, right? Absolutely. And then you're continuing to chase the bag, which is the money. So then what are you actually chasing? The devil.
And to be honest, Will was his own brand before he met Jada. Will was a bigger brand before he met Jada. So honestly, I don't think they need, you know what I mean? I don't
Absolutely think not to what?
Because they're a brand, because they're together.
No, I don't know. I get that because they're trying to, like, promote this, union.
And it's not there anymore. It's gone. Working. It's been gone. Like, it's been gone. You have nothing left to prove.
Working.
It's not. There's nothing left to prove. It's like, it's over. And this was like kind of the breaking point. Like, okay, Will.
He looks stupid. You made your man look stupid. So in turn, you look stupid for giving your man that look. And it wasn't even a horrible.
Yes. Nothing is
more right. Nothing is more important than your mental health. I agree.
Yeah. And he needs to, and like you said, he needs to find that center. He needs to get back to himself.
Yeah, he needs to rebalance himself.
Yeah.
Him and Kanye can get on the same, because Kanye needs to recenter himself too.
Okay, now you're gonna bring Maurice into this. Now look at what you did. This is on you. If he comes into this thing right now, it's on you. You done said Kanye. It's over now.
Kanye crazy. Oh my! I only bring that up. Thank you very much, Krissi, for giving me your 2 cents.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you for listening to my opinion. And
it's okay. Yes. I'm all open for it. What'd you say? Not bringing up Kanye. I was only bringing up Kanye. Now he has people in the Academy, and that was gonna happen. I'm gonna bring up Kanye. So Mr. Maurice, you want to, what I'm saying? Actually, I was gonna compliment the series that I was watching. So real quick, because I don't want to get too long, but Netflix has this series on Kanye, right? And I will say he is crazy, but there's a big old but. So seeing Kanye, of course, he from Chi-Town and all of that shit. And before I seen this series, right, I had my own opinion about him and all the shit that you've seen him publicly go through. Now, after watching this series, he's a fucking genius. Okay. I still don't really like him, but you can't give somebody their props, I guess. I can acknowledge it. Like, I mean, he believed in himself when he didn't even know who he was gonna be, or you know what I'm saying, the capability. He just like, it's kind of like they said, he said it in his video, like he was stepping out on faith. Like he was sitting there practicing his Grammy Award even before he produced any type of music, because he knew he was gonna be that great. And he even said it, and I will respect, who was it, that guy Cootie or whatever, that like to document everything you're going through. Because I ain't never heard nobody like recording. Right. And that's what I said. That documentary was crazy. And it wasn't just like, sometimes you see documentaries, you get a few little like people talking about the person and this is how he was and da-da-da. No, this was literally video clips from the joint, from the beginning, from Club Zero or whatever that show is that I remember vaguely watching. Like, that was, I think it was on like Channel 38. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the movies or the recordings of the film that they took, can you imagine how much film they had to go through to make this or that show? Like, he recorded a lot. And I was kind of mad at him for a moment when we got on there, because then he kind of like separated from the guy who was like his friend. And I think sometimes stardom will do that to you, because and I think that's kind of like, I had mentioned this when we were out to dinner after the Lorraine show, when we kind of talked about this with Maurice, was just like, and I seen it, so I knew it was right before I even got to it, because I only had watched like the first show of it. And I was saying that, like, when Kanye lost his mother, it almost kind of like that was his center. And now he's like lashing out. He's acting this, he's acting crazy. And I know the documentary goes through the reasonings of why he was doing whatever he was doing. And, and that's fine. And I still understood that even when he was going through that. But to me, like, him losing his mother was him losing his center. And he slowly, he tried so many different things to still try to find it. And he's still trying to find it. So he's still a great, like, he even said it in his video years ago, that he wants to get so great where they just gonna say one name. And before it was just like instead of saying Kanye West, because he was very adamant about them using that last name in his introduction, that he went from that to like Kanye. Now people just know him as 2 letters. Like, he like Prince is some shit, because Prince is like a symbol now. Yee. Like, you say Yee, everybody knows who the fuck you talking about. It don't matter the race, age, color, none of that shit. Like, you say Yee, people know that brand. Like, he made himself a fucking brand. So I will say this in regards to, like, if you haven't watched the documentary, and if you don't like him, like I didn't like him, and I still kind of don't like him, but you cannot deny he makes fucking great music. He is a fucking genius. Like, and but he's fucking crazy. He's cuckoo. But you gotta look back at all the great artists like Michael Jackson, Madonna, the little gay dude. I can't think of his name right now. But I mean, just all the great genius-y kind of people. Like, you would not be disappointed. That was a great series to watch. And it was only 3, but like, due respect for the man. I kind of get angry a little bit watching it, because he went into his, but again, like I said, he lost his center, so I can see him, spazzing and the way that he is. But he's smart. He knows what he wants. I can respect somebody in that focus. And it just goes to show you, like, and especially like when you put yourself in a position, you're the only one that sees the vision of where you want to go. Some people can help you get there, but at the end of the day, it really falls on you. And he shows you that shit. He stepped out on his own faith that he knew he was going to be great. It didn't matter what it took, who it took, what it took. Like, he made sure that he was going to get to where he didn't rely on nobody else. He didn't rely on none of that other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that just reminded like myself, like, nobody's on your journey. Nobody else can be on your journey to figure out where you got to go. Whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to start up a business, whether it's to do a podcast. A lot of people who are geniuses are a little weird. Like, I mean, you go back in history, it'll tell you. Like, I think they said Einstein was like, he can think of all these great ideas, but wouldn't care to like zip up his pants or even have matching clothes on, or had one shoe and not the other. I mean, most people who, because their capacity of their head. This Elon Musk guy. I'm not even gonna talk about Elon Musk, but yes, great people. So like when somebody's kind of weird or somebody's a little crazy and you might not understand they're crazy, like you never know, they might be great. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just playing. So I'm gonna touch on this one subject before we get off the show, because I know I kind of had your attention long enough. And this is, I don't know if this is a PSA again, because, you know, it comes to the statistics. And brother, if you're watching my show, you might want to log off right now, because you're probably not going to want to hear what I have to say next. You're going to be like, really? You got to say that shit on your show? So I'm warning you right now. Angel, you might want to log off now, because you're probably not going to like me after I say this shit. I don't know. You might not. You know. I've had this conversation with Mr. Maurice before and some other people, and it's like, should I say this shit? But you know what? I'm going to say this shit because I'm tired of this shit, and the only reason I wasn't going to talk about it, but I just got another one yesterday. And we're going to talk about dick pics. That is what we're going to end the show on tonight, is motherfucking dick pics. God damn it. I wish I had a drink right now, because don't. Men, I'm speaking to you. I know, and when I go through my insights and statistics, I know that like 65% of my audience is men. Do not send a woman an unsolicited dick pic. We don't want to see it. I don't care what it looked like. I don't care what you're working with. I don't care that you're proud of it. If I didn't ask for it, don't send it to me, please. Because you know what I started doing is, if you send me a dick pic and I didn't ask for it, I'm sending one back. And I'm good. Look, I started a freaking little folder with different, I'm keeping them. Okay, he was not really my friend. Hello. So I started making a folder in my phone that I have set on private, so hopefully my kids don't find it. And so like when somebody sends me a dick pic, I save it. And so when somebody else sends me one, I'm going to make sure to send you one that's either comparable or bigger. And like I had a dude send me one, and I sent him a dick pic back, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And I said, "Oh, I thought that's what you're doing. Since you can send me a dick pic, I'm gonna send you a dick pic too." I know it's not right. That's what I'm gonna do. Just like scam calls, when people call me and they scamming, and I you know, some people don't answer them. I'm gonna tell you my trick. I actually pick up them calls and I wait to speak to whoever is on that other fucking line. I don't care if they're from Africa or India or wherever the fuck they're from. And then when they say hello, I say, "Hi, hello, this is the fraud department. How can I help you?" And then they get all nervous and then they hang up on me. And guess what? I don't get those calls no more. So if you guys are receiving like 10,000 calls a day from scams and shit, use that. Wait till they get on the line and say, "Hello, this is the fraud department," and they won't be calling you anymore. It's worked for me. I don't know. So those are my thoughts on that. Well, I'm just saying, because like I don't want to see that stuff. Especially if I can't claim it. Like, you just want to show up. Like, that's a new car or some shit. It's not a new car. It's not brand new. Whatever you got in between your pants, guess what? The next person got it too. So, like, no. You know what you can send me? Send me your bank account statements. Send me your credit score. Send me your business plan. How about that? Like, send me that type of shit. Social Security. Is there a child I can claim? Send me those kind of pictures. I don't want to see a dick pic. I told you, you send me. I'm warning you now. You send me a dick pic, I'm sending you one back. So so that'll conclude my little rant for today. Hopefully you can join me on my next show. That's gonna be April 13th. I'm gonna be at a bar. I mean, I like being at my hair salon, don't get me wrong, Cutting Edge 54 salon, hello. But I'm actually I need to get out with the people. I mean, this just was more convenient, but I actually have a guest coming on my next show. So we'll be somewhere in Chicago. I haven't locked down a location. If you guys have a location that you might want me to check out, please send it my way. Also, let's take it to the peoples. So my 1 year anniversary of having Sippin and Trippin come on to grace y'all is actually going to be May 11th, I believe. So I'm trying to get ideas of what to do. I've already decided that I am going to bring my ex co-host, Mr. CJ Tweet Body Jones, back on the show so you can see that crazy. See you at Mo's Bar. Oh yeah, I will be there. Birthday party. Y'all hear about that on the next show. So yeah, I need ideas. I'm thinking about my 1 year anniversary coming up in May. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, other than have CJ come back on the show and show us his little bit of crazy. But yeah, so give me your ideas, send me those messages. Hopefully you liked the show, you enjoyed it, you got some information. Make sure to tune in tomorrow to Mentali-Tea with Miss Angel and Crissy, and then at 8 p.m. Central Time, again here on Facebook, on their podcast page, or on B-Side Studios YouTube channel. And also make sure you check out Miss Krissi Dior on Delish Dior this Saturday at noon, live on Facebook. Please go like their pages, support the B-Side Studio ladies. And yeah, I think that's it. So have a great week. Thank you so much, Melissa. You guys have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're having a bad week, change it. Tomorrow's a new day. I love y'all. Send me your information. Send me your ideas. Till the next time, people. We out.